Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and we have a fun one for everyone here. We're going to be discussing what if Bergamo got his Extreme Z Awakening. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. We're still on that road to 50,000 by the end of the year 2019. So if you guys can sub or share, that would be fantastic, very helpful. And always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for images provided. Let's talk about this craziness called Bergamo. He's pretty much a meme now. I've heard him being called Bergadmo. I've heard him being called the best TUR in the game, heard him being called just so much, right? King Bergamo. But a lot of discussion also has been saying, well, what if he Extreme Z Awakened? What would that look like? And that's the reason why I'm making this video, just for fun, just for a little bit of speculation and prediction. Now, we don't expect him to EZA anytime soon, maybe the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, but yeah, why not? Why not make this video now, right? So it is the hypeness going on right now. So why is he so hyped? Well, let's go ahead and quickly break him down. This is his stats for the his Dokkan Awakening form here, the Cunning Counterattack Bergamo, which is a giant form Bergamo. It's not a normal Bergamo. Maybe they might introduce a Dokkan Festival exclusive Bergamo in the future. So his leader skill is Extreme Class, Key +3, HP and Attack Defense 80% with maximum number of turning, giant form +1 for all allies. This isn't really the OP leader skill, and that's not the reason why people are, over the moon for this unit here. It's because of his super attack and passive. His super attack is interesting. It's Dangerous Triangle. It causes supreme damage to enemies and raises defense by 30% for 9 turns. Now, the reason why it's interesting, because with 9 turns, you can triple stack the defensive boost by 30%. And if you have additionals and you additional every single, super attack, you can even get up to 6, or if you're getting crazy luck and getting more additional attacks, very, very high. You can up to 6, maybe even more stacks, but 3 is going to be the more common on that 30%, which is really, really powerful, and that's why his defensive stat really increases. But that passive skill, the powerful counterattack, attack and defense 30% with each attack received, up to 300%. Now, we're all thinking, oh, 300%, well, his stats aren't that high. But we forget that defensive stack is already 10-7, or the defensive stat is already 10-7, and 10-7 is a strong defensive stat. Now his attack is 13-6, but still, he is a powerful unit once he gets maxed out. But he does have a kind of annoying rare chance, which is 15%, to turn into a giant form when HP is 80% or less. So besides that, incredible unit, and very useful, and probably the best in certain instances, like a legendary Goku event and things of that nature. Link skills and categories, we're not going to focus on too much there, but yeah, this is the reason why people are just talking about Bergamo and what they did for him in his Dokkan Awakening. But what if he were to Extreme Z Awaken? What would that look like? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at this craziness here. So boom, Extreme Z Awaken Bergamo. You guys ready? All right, leader skill, I kept it to kind of a minimum, nothing overly changing here. Extreme Class, Key +3, HP and Attack is 130%, which is really actually good in the current meta, right? Because Extreme Class with 130% leader across the board, we don't really have that. 120 is the highest we have, but having a class leader there at 130, probably by the time this EZA, it's not going to be a huge thing. So we'll just leave it at that. Here's where it gets crazy, right? So well, actually, let's actually focus. Let's go down. Actually, let's look at the stat increase before we actually go into the super attack and the passive. The stat increases is 16.5, 16.5, and 12.8. Now, how do I come up with those numbers? There's actually a great Reddit post, and I'm going to post that link in the description below. And there's a Reddit post that talks about the math of Extreme Z Awakening, and the person's name, let me quickly look it up here. I had it all set up here, but his name, or he or she's name, is name not found. That's the username over on the Dokkan subreddit. So like I said, the link will be in the description. And basically what you do to calculate that is you take the difference between the base level 1, and then the max at the TUR, which is, if you look at HP, 2521, and then 8321. So the difference between that is 5800. Attack, the difference between that is 6016, and defense 4320. So you take those numbers and you multiply it by 0.4839, so 48.39%. And there's your differences. You add that into the rainbow stats there, and that's where you come up with the HP, attack, and defensive EZA numbers, and that's what it would look like. So where would that benefit? Well, it's going to benefit in the super attack, and it's going to benefit in the passive skill, because we are just buffing this guy to no end. And first thing here is the super attack. So I changed the supreme damage to immense damage, and why is that overly important is because if you do that, supreme and immense EZA is as strong, and the supreme is not as strong as mega colossal, but the immense is stronger than the mega colossal LR SA20. So a lot of people forget about that. Once you change a unit to immense and have the EZA at SA15, it is ridiculously powerful. All right, so the causes immense damage and to the enemy and raises defense by 30%. Hey, you know what, let's just make this unit just overly OP and just take away that for 9 turns and just do it infinitely, right? Why not? So defense by 30% on stack upon stack upon stack, and who knows, by then we might have like 4 or 5 legendary fighting events that we might use this unit on, right? So that's the super attack. You know, changing that to immense is really OP, but I don't know if we even need it. Keep it at supreme, because its passive skill goes from attack and defense plus 30% to 40%. You might go, hey, 10%, that's not much, but with each attack received up to 400%. Same 10 attacks received is all you need, but from 300 to 400, we even know the craziness at 300. At 400, I don't even know. So with a rare chance of turning into a giant form, we're gonna keep that in there, but HP is under 70% versus 80% to go ahead and transform. So if you have high HP, he won't transform, and kind of keep it there. So I added something a little bit extra here. And like I said, by the time this unit EZAs, we might have a Universe 9 category. So let's just make them even crazier, and Universe 9 category allies, key +2, attack and defense 30%. And then of course that category will add that Universe 9 onto that category. So yeah, when you look at this, what do you guys think? You got to comment below. Tell me that, of course, I made it crazy with that support stat on there. But like I said, by the time 2020 rolls around, or the end of 2020 or 2021, is Dokkan even gonna be around? By then, I think it will be. As long as they're making Dragon Ball content, I think Dokkan's gonna be around. And yeah, I think Universe 9 category could be a possibility, right? So, but this unit here would just crush everything. What would it look like? What would the damage look like? Well, pre-EZA, he was already at 400,000 stat, right? And this is before like super attacks, and he's actually doing damage. He's gonna hit for like 2-3 million at the pre-EZA version, and then his defense, depending on if you have like MVP 17, Topo, those types of supports on the rotation, his defense can go anywhere from 400,000 to like 800,000. It's nuts. So what would it look like with post-EZA with these numbers? What, 600,000 attack, defense 600,000, a million plus? I don't know. For those who have kind of the calculator and things of that nature, put this stuff in your calculator and comment below. Tell me what the numbers will actually look like, because already, this would just crush anything that we have in Dokkan right now. He's already doing that now, but still, it's fun to imagine, and it's fun to do this, right? So anyway, so this is the Extreme Z Awakening for Bergamo. What kind of team would he run on? So I kind of made a team here. I kept Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. I said, you know what? After 1 year, I think this unit will still be, in a sense, relevant. But of course, I threw on a bunch of a new LR and a couple Universe 9 units, and basically it's the trio of dangers. You got Basil, you have Lavender, and then you have a LR trio of dangers there as well. So Team Day Dangers is here. We still got God Topo buffing up everybody on there. So I would say this is going to be, if they made a team like this, would be a really, really fun team. And the Extreme Z Awakened Bergamo on there. I think really the weakest unit, a non-support would be the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but who knows, by then they might have created a new unit that's going to be a Universe 9 leader. I don't know the Angel's name for this guy, but anyway, he could be a support unit, he could be a leader, who knows what they would do with something like that. But as of right now, I can only imagine so much, so I just kept them on a Universe 7 and Universal Survival Saga team here. So anyway, hopefully you guys had some fun with this. Yeah, the Extreme Z Awakening for Bergamo, what would it look like? I had a good time making it. Comment below, tell me what you would want to see. This is crazy OP, I know, but yeah, anyway, with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's hit that 50,000 by the end of the year. If you're an OG to my channel, thank you for your continued support, and make sure you hit that notification button to stay up to date with all my videos. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time.